For 33 seasons, head coach Gavin White has ingrained the men of the Temple University crew team with a sense of pride. Pride not only in themselves, but also in the storied history of the program they represent out on the water. This passion still keeps Coach White pushing his athletes harder than ever, despite being diagnosed with Parkinson's disease in 2003. But White hasn't even given a second thought to handing over the bullhorn just yet.
I've never given any thought about resigning because of Parkinson's. I'm not trying to make an example of myself. I just ignore it and deal with it as much as I can. Just go about my business, and get the job done.
White has done just that, racking up 20 titles at the Dadvale Regatta, the largest collegiate rowing tournament in the nation. An Olympic coach at the Sydney Games and a 5-time U.S. national team head coach, White hasn't let Parkinson's keep him off the Schuylkill River beside his team.
I'm lucky because if I had to stand for 3 hours a day, I would do it. The fact that I can sit down in a motorboat and drive next to it makes it a piece of cake. Getting out and in is interesting. I wait till they're on the water, I get down and get my launch. And the reason for that is I don't want people to see me. I want them to see me limping around as little as possible. Just because, again, I don't want it on their mind. It's just maybe it's vanity, maybe it's pride, I don't know, but it's just the way it is.
Even when not on the water, Coach White still goes to great lengths to avoid drawing the team's attention to his condition.
I try to time my entrances and exits if I can so that I don't make a spectacle of myself I'm more interested in what they're doing while I'm doing it. I guess that's the best way to handle it.
White originally refrained from disclosing his diagnosis with the team so that they could remain focused on the season at hand.
I didn't tell them right away. I didn't, because I was only showing very minor symptoms. Being able to get my fork up to my face without it starting to shake, that was just, there wasn't really much. I didn't tell them much right away. I let it ride for a little bit until the symptoms got a little more clear. Yeah, it was difficult to tell them. People said I probably should have told them earlier, my wife included among them. She said, just tell them. They should know, because people were asking. They should know what to tell them. So I did, I told them. I didn't want anybody, I don't want them feeling sorry for me or feeling like something was amiss. I don't want any excuses, I think is what I'm trying to say.
White has refused to let his athletes and the team be defined by the head coach's disability.
Because the coach is weak, because he's got a limp, and he's got, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't want that, I don't want my guys perceiving that in me, that I have a weakness in some way that could prevent me from doing the job. And if I feel that, if I ever get a feeling that that's true, I'll resign.
When standing started to become difficult for White in 2009, he underwent experimental neurosurgery at the University of Pennsylvania to improve his motor control.
I had deep brain stimulation surgery done 2 summers ago where they put electrodes into your brain. And there's 2 holes drilled in the skull here. And 2 probes go down behind my eyes and to a meter here in my chest, and I have an electronic gadget right here. It's square and it's under the skin. And that sends impulses into the brain. It simulates the drug dopamine. It was supposed to allow me to walk better, and it hasn't, so it's been pretty frustrating.
Despite its shortcomings, the experimental device has helped to reduce the tremors in Coach White's hands. But finding the correct amount of medication took some precise calibration.
That's scary, They go and play with your brain. That's always interesting, But they dialed it up so bad one time. I was in to see a doctor. They dialed it up, and all of a sudden I couldn't talk. I couldn't breathe. I was like, my wife says, "Turn it off." She was panicking, but that's a weird feeling. But they can control everything from that. It's really interesting to see. They woke me up in the middle of the surgery. They woke me up, and they tell you the brain can't feel pain. So they wake you up to the surgery. They want to make sure they get the probes in the right place. So they started playing. My hand was shaking. And the doctor said, dial it up, stop. And they hit a number, and boom, it stopped. It's something I ask them all the time. I ask them every time we go out for a practice or for a race. I say, how do you want to be remembered? I mean, how is it that you do want to be remembered as an athlete, as a person?
The legacy of Gavin White at Temple University will remember him as a mentor to hundreds, and for his perseverance in the face of adversity.
The idea is never to quit.